I got involved with RP Missions because I'd been in the church so long, and I was a good friend of Matt Filbert's, and knew that we were sending people out on short-term teams. So I, as a pastor of a church, I started encouraging people in my church to consider short-term missions as well as long-term missions if God's calling them that way. And started sending people out, and then I started having teams come to our church in Phoenix and do short-term missions out there, and have had 4 of them so far, and have another one coming up this year. Well, since I didn't actually go on an RP Missions trip myself, that didn't have any impact except I've done missions work. But I say that the missions teams that I've had come out, quite a number of them have been on 2, 3, and sometimes 4 other missions trips since then. And that has impacted my ministry greatly because I've seen a good effect from just a little bit being poured into the lives of some of these young people. And so it has encouraged me to continue encouraging people along to support the young people out there and what they're doing, because that's a big part of the RP Missions, is having the support from the local churches. I think that they've helped in a number of ways because I've been very involved with each of the teams that have come out. I've spent most of the days that they're there, I'm with them doing stuff. It has encouraged me because not only are we trying to teach them and allow them to bless the church, but they are bringing with them the gifts that God has given them. And so it has impacted me in such a way that I see the good effect that this should have on people. I see the value that we have in these people going out, and so it has become a big part of even my preaching, that I encourage people always to consider God's calling in their life, and to consider a calling in what we would call sorts of ministry, whether that be a long-term thing or even something that they take out their summer vacation time for. Yes, I have been encouraging to do so for the last 9 years, and I do it because I think it's one of the most valuable things, especially for the younger people, seeing them the broader view of the church, how the church is being used both around the country and around the world at times. That gives them a perspective of the work of Christ from a much greater view. And the people that I see getting involved in these missions, the young people, not only are they involved in that mission then, but they seem to stay more involved in the work of the church. They seem to be the ones out there encouraging other young people to get involved. So I find it is the greatest value. Well, I would pick RP Missions. One good reason is because they do things from a very Reformed perspective, and it's based around not just, we're just telling you about Jesus Christ, but we're telling you about what we understand that the Bible teaches clearly about Jesus Christ, that He is our sovereign God over all the affairs of our life, that He will be victorious in the church, and that the church is an ever-growing organization. And so coming at things from a Reformed perspective, bringing what we know to be true from the Word to people in other parts of the country, other parts of the world, I think are very important.